Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to week 1 of TGS. We are taking on JCMShadow. So like I said in the draft analysis video, I'm going to be recording like a full-on team builder, like I haven't made any sets or anything yet. And then I'm going to basically have that part of the video, and then I'm going to probably do a mock battle once or twice with a friend, and then I'll show you guys any changes I made to the team after I did the mocks, and then we'll go into the live comm. That's another thing I forgot to mention. Most of my battles, if not all, should be live commentary, not post commentary. I'm not really a big fan of post commentary, but I understand sometimes things happen like during the game or something's rushed maybe, and then I can't record it live. Then I'll do a post commentary, but for the most part my game should be live commentary. So I think live commentary it gives the viewers like a better like understanding of how like you kind of think throughout the game and your thought process and all that stuff. So this is the teams. Let me go ahead and go over our team first, as you guys saw in the draft breakdown. Oh, by the way, I'm wearing like the same shirt and everything from the other video because I'm recording it right after it. So it's still January 1st, but you guys are going to be seeing this video in a while. I think the 18th is when the week 1 goes live, so it's going to be a while, but I'm playing him in this Friday, so I'm playing him about 5 days or so. But anyway, so again, my team, we got Iron Rally, Meowscarada, Tropigus, Terraform, Pesheron, Latios, Empoleon. Landorus is a Terra Captain, Crocolore, and then Ampharos is my other Terra Captain. On his side, he's got Deoxys Speed, Kyurem, Terra, Tinglu, Goldengo, Comfiterra, Quaquaval, Thundurus, Serp, Flareon, and Gloom. So, looking at his team right away, a couple things I noticed. I notice he's got quite the hazard stack. He's got Deoxys Speed and Tinglu, which are very, very good at getting spikes up because 1, Deoxys is really fast, and 2, Tinglu doesn't really die to anyone hit unless it's like a physical attack that he's weak to. So I do have a Rapid Spinner in Tropigus, and I do think that is necessary, and I'm gonna have to bring that. He does have a spin blocker in Goldengo, however. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to put Tropigus first on the team, the Terraform, and I'm going to put Rapid Spin on there. And then I'm going to want something to hit Goldengo, which Tropigus gets all the coverage in the world, so that's not a problem. The only thing I'm thinking of is either Flamethrower or Earth Power. What's better? I think Flamethrower is a better neutral click than Earth Power if he switches. So I think Flamethrower is good. The reason again why I want Flamethrower or Earth Power is just so I could beat the Pokemon that he is switching in to block the spin, so then I can later spin on anything. I definitely think I want Stab, which is we're going to be running Terra Starstorm. So normal plus fire, does anything wall both of those? No, normal hits literally everything except for Goldengo, because his Ghost and his Steel is the same thing, and he doesn't have a Rock type. So I think I'm fine with just running those 2 for attacks, and then we're gonna run, I believe, either Calm Mind or Rock Polish. But I think Calm Mind's a bit better because Goldengo can probably just recover on me if I'm not like boosted or anything. I'm gonna actually check the calcs right now so we can see what we need. So if I'm in the Terraform versus Goldengo, right? Let's say I have max special attack, and let's say I'm modest with Flamethrower. Do I do half to him? I do. Let's see if he's max HP though. If he's max HP, I still do about half. But he could also be Spit Death. Let's see. What type of Goldengo do I think he's going to run here? I think he's definitely going to have Goldengo because it's one of his better ways to kill Pesheron. It could be Spadef though. Maybe if he wants it for Iron Valiant, perhaps. Because it's also pretty good for Lottie too. So there's actually, I could see him bringing Spadef Goldengo here. So I'm going to assume in the calcs that he's just max Spadef. And we'll see how much we're doing. So we're not doing too much. So I do think Calm Mind is needed because if he is just like a recover set, I need to be able to do a lot to him. because I think killing Golden Go is very important here, because just so I can keep all the hazard stack that he has off my field and rapid spin away. Now, actually looking at his side, he doesn't have a lot of removal either. He actually only has Guacavole as his remover, so we both only have one rapid spinner, and that's it. So I think I kind of want to spike stack him, actually. Spikes look phenomenal. Spikes hit everything except for Thunderous versus his team. So I'm going to throw, I'm not going to do the EVs yet. I'm going to want boots on this guy though, because I'm probably going to be switching in on hazards. I'm going to throw Meow on the team, and we're going to go with double hazard, because I just noticed he does have a grounded poison, but it's Gloom. So there's a really good chance Gloom doesn't actually come. So I think double spike sash lead is the way to go with Protean. We're going to run knockoff, and we're going to run sucker punch. I think that's solid, because Tinglu shouldn't really be staying in versus me, neither should Quackavole. And if I'm planning on leading versus this guy, let's say he leads versus Deoxys Speed, right? He could taunt me, so I think in that situation I would just knock off first and see what he wants to go for. If he taunts, that's great, because then I could just double knock off, and then he either breaks my sash or he gets up a hazard, and then I keep my sash, I'm still at full. Or if he leads something else, like if he leads Quackavole, he's probably not going to want to stay in. Same thing with Superior or something, maybe even Thunderous. Thunderous he might stay in if he's like Scarf U-turn or something. But I think just getting up a hazard is solid, and then knock and sucker is fine. I don't really think I need coverage on this team. And Sucker Punch could come in, could be clutch for like Thunderous, or maybe Kyurem if he's like DD'd up or Scarfed or something. So I think that's a really solid, that's a solid lead, I think, Meowscarada versus team. He doesn't deal with hazards well. And I mean, the EVs for this kind of lead is pretty easy. It's just I want to outspeed Superior for sure. And then we'll go max attack, and then the rest of the HP, I think that's fine. Because I don't think I need the EVs in his defenses really for much. This is just a sash lead. So, and then in order for him to not block, or to not get rid of my spikes, I'm going to need to switch into Quackavole, and that is Peshron for sure. Peshron not only blocks the spin, but it literally just, it's not going to take much from Quackavole, because it's in defenses. So I think I definitely want Malignant Chain. I definitely want Shadow Ball to hit Goldengo. Definitely want Recover. What last move do I want versus his team? So Poison plus Ghost hits everything. Besides Tinglu, actually. Tinglu kind of walls this thing. So I could just run regular Toxic, because regular Toxic does trigger Poison Puppeteer, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it does. So that could be clutch just for Toxic on Tinglu. Could run Destiny Bond. Could run Parting Shot. So could run Memento too. There's a lot of slots I think would make sense. Parting Shot I'm not the biggest fan of though, because he does have Defiant Thunderous. He does have Contrary Serp, so he could get like an evasion boost. So I don't think I'm going to be running Parting Shot. I think normal Toxic is probably the best for now. Either that or maybe Nasty Plot, just so I can go get past like Gloom or something if he brings it. But I mean, Shadow Ball is still okay to Gloom, because I can get drops. So I think just Toxic is fine, because I really think he's going to go Tinglu on this guy if he does have it. And I think I'm going to go with Rocky Helmet, because again, I just want that Quackavole to get damage as much as possible. I do understand that Quackavole gets knockoff. Actually, let's do some calcs right now. Let's see. Quackavole, let's say he's, would he be Adamant or Jolly versus me? I think he'd be Adamant. So let's just do Adamant just for worst case scenario. Why not? Because even after +1 speed at Adamant, he'll outspeed Meowscarada. Peshron. Alright, so let's say he's got knockoff and I'm rocking Rocky Helmet. So he only does have no EVs. Let's just say we're max. Bold. Okay, so yeah, I don't need Cobra Berry. I can run knockoff, because even with a super effective knockoff with an item, it's only doing 30, like low 30s. So I probably don't even need max investment in defense. Worst case scenario would be like he Sword Stances on my switch, But even then, if he Sword Stances, I think what I would do is just... How much does Malignant Chain do back? Does a lot. And again, I could 50% to poison him and he would get confused too. So I mean, if he Sword Dances, I think what I would do is, as I switch this in, I'd probably recover on the following turn. Because Aqua Step still doesn't even do half if he chooses to do that, and like he would be taking his damage. And if he knocks off, then I can recover, and then I wouldn't have an item, so he wouldn't be doing as much the next time. So I don't know. I think what I want to do is, let's say he's Life Orb. Like, let's say he's pure offensive Quack, because would he be defensive Quack for anything? No, I definitely think offensive makes a lot of sense. Like, because fighting is super effective versus Empo, Tropigus, Meowscarada. Water hits these three pretty solid. He could have Jet for Landorus, and he might even have an Ice move. So he could just be like Spin with 3 attacks, or he'd be Spin bulk up 2 attacks. But if he's bulk up 2 attacks, then he can't hit Latias because he needs an Ice move. So I'm thinking Spin 3 attacks or no Spin SD 3 attacks. Or maybe Aqua. No, I don't think he needs Aqua Jet. Yeah, I think he's probably 3 attacks with either Spin or SD as his last move. So, well, yeah, actually he would be Stab and Knock Off for Lottie and Pesheron, not Ice move. Sorry. So yeah, but he definitely needs all 3 moves, I'm pretty sure. Unless he just runs no water move, but that doesn't make sense. Yeah. Or maybe he doesn't need a fighting move, because knockoff I guess could do enough to Empoleon. Same with Tropigus if he's like boosted or whatever. But regardless, I do think he's probably gonna have 3 attacks. So as far as how much defense investment I want on this guy, I think if he is, I mean, after rocks, I want to be able to take 2 Life Orb knocks, or actually let me calc +2 knockoff. Okay, so I actually can't take a +2 knockoff. Well, I can, but not always if rocks are up. And honestly, he might be this. He might just be offensive Life Orb. So it might be in my best interest to be max defense, just to give me the best chance to live. No. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is EV for 2 knockoffs to not KO me after rocks. So how does this calc with no item? Okay, so with no item, he's only doing about 29 to me. I would be at 88 after rocks. So 58, 59. So I probably don't even need much. What other thing on his team would be hitting Pesheron? He doesn't have like any other physical attacker besides Quack. Thunders can be, but that's really it. And I guess maybe Kyurem. Tinglu is fine. I'm not going to stay in versus Tinglu anyway. Most of his other attackers are special. So I think I do want special EVs. I think 180 is fine for now. Again, I'm going to do some mock battles and then the spreads will probably change. But for now, let's go 180, 76 and Spit F. Bold. Oh, I'm getting a phone call. Apologies for that, guys. I had a phone call, so I had to kind of cut the video. But back to where I was saying. So I'm going to put 180 defense EVs and then 76 remaining in Spit Def. And then just keep it like this. And then again, when I do a mock or two, I might end up changing the EVs anyways. So you guys can kind of see like my little team building process. I kind of like think of like sequences, and then I kind of build my Pokemon to kind of take on the Pokemon that I think they're going to be up against in those sequences versus my opponent. So we have, again, lead Spikes is solid, and then a spin blocker as well as a spinner on my team because he also has Spike stack. So I still haven't put Valiant on the team, which I have to do, but I'm going to hold off, I think. Looking at his threats, Kyurem Terra is probably the biggest threat. It's most expensive Pokemon. So I think looking at my team, I need to have Empoleon on the team just to try to check that thing. It's not really going to check it, but at least it could probably switch in once and then maybe flip turn out of there. So I do think I'm going to throw Empoleon on this team. Because also I'm looking at Lugias, and it does not really look that good in this matchup. Deoxys is faster, Thundurus is faster, Goldengo can just beat it with Shadow Ball, Comfey has priority on it, Quaquaval is faster after one Aqua Step boost, Serperior is naturally faster, can Dragon Pulse or Glare it, Tinglu can take Lugias on generally well, Kyurem can Terra and just beat it as well. So pretty much everything on this team is pretty solid into Lugias, so I think Lugias is going to be the bench, and I'm going to go with Empo, Lando, Iron Valiant as the last three. But anyways, let's go ahead and build Empo. So it is going to be my Stealth Rocker, because again, I do hopefully expect to get all the hazards up versus him. I'm going to throw Roost on this. And then, because it is my switch into Kyurem, I do think I need some sort of move to hit Kyurem. Now, it is Terra, so he can easily change his type. I'm going to go with Flash Cannon, though, because if he Terras into something that resists Steel, which would be like, what, like water or fire, that's fine, because I could just flip turn. I think that flip turn makes a lot of sense for my last slot. It could also be Roar, maybe, but I think flip turn is just solid just to get momentum. So if we just go Terra Water, that could definitely be a problem, especially because I'm not running grass coverage on Meowscarada, but it is what it is. So the worst case would be like I bring in Empoleon and then he substitutes, and then he's Terra Water too, because then I cannot break a sub. So if he's like maybe sub DD, that could be a little bit scary for sure. Now, hopefully at that point I still have my Tropigus to at least take a hit, because I do have the Terra Shell. Though actually, if he is Icicle Spear, my Terra Shell only works for one hit. So that's actually looking like a bit of a problem. And I think because of that, I'm going to want Valiant to be Choice Scarfed here, just for some speed control. It'll outspeed everything on this team, unless Yax's speed is Scarf for some reason. But Serp is likely Scarf. It outspeeds Quaquaval if it's got the speed boost from Aqua Step, and it does outspeed a Scarf Kyurem or like a DD Kyurem if he's +1. So I'm gonna throw Valiant Scarf right away. I think it's solid, and I think it has pretty good coverage versus this team too. So I know we kind of were just talking about Empo for a little bit, but once like an idea pops into my head, I kind of want to just put it on the team builder just so I don't forget. Moonblast is really solid versus everything. I definitely need Shadow Ball for Goldengo, and then I guess I could run Psyshock for Gloom. Moonblast, Shadow Ball, Psyshock for Gloom. Is that really all I need? Oh, I guess I could run Psychic too, huh? What's better here? What's Gloom's defenses? I don't even know. It's about the same. So what's better, Psychic or Psyshock? I think I'm gonna go with I think Psychic actually might be better. Well, yeah, because he has a couple of, well, no, but no, I'm gonna go with Psyshock actually. That's better. Just for any Calm Mind mons, and then Trick is my last on the Scarf set. This spread is also relatively easy, just the same as Meowscarada. Just enough speed to outspeed Superior. One more. Max speed, like that. I could speed creep him, speed creeping Lugias, but I don't think that's worth it. I'm probably going to do that for Tropigus speed though. After a Rapid Spin, I'll be faster than Superior creeping Lugias. But for Valiant, I just want to guarantee I'm faster than everything with a Scarf. So, and then Landers will be my last Pokemon. But for Empo, I'm still debating if a Flip Turn is the best or something else, because Kyurem is actually looking a bit scary. But if he is sub DD, like, he doesn't do a ton to Empoleon, and I can easily be like Roar or something. Let me look at Kyurem's moves real quick. I know he could have Focus Blast and Earth Power. That's usually how he... Oh, he gets Body Press too. Does he get Iron Defense? No. Oh my goodness, I'm getting another phone call. I'm sorry guys, hold on. Alright, we're back for a third time. Apologies. Probably recording this on New Year's Day isn't the smartest idea because I'm getting a lot of calls, but that's all good. So yeah, back to Kyurem. I do think he's going to probably be... He could be either sub-DD or he's just going to be like a special attacking Kyurem. He could be a Terra type to hit Empoleon super effectively, so he might be like, I don't know, maybe Terra Electric or something. Or Terra Fighting. It could be Terra Fighting, actually. No, because then he's still weak to Fairy. Maybe Terra Ground. It could be Terra Ground, perhaps. I'm not sure. I really think Water is probably the best, but I'm not really too sure. So, but yeah, I think for my last move on Empo, I'm just gonna go with Flip Turn. I think that's the best. Flip Turn or Roar, man. One of the two. Roar could be solid if I do like have the spikes up like planned and I can kind of just get chip on everything. But then I would have Mono attacking Flash Cannon. Yeah, maybe I'll go Roar because just because the sub man would be scary and then I could lose like probably at least 2 Pokemon if he gets a free sub up on me. So I'm gonna go with Roar for now actually. So Mono Flash Cannon. Let's go with lefties, and we're gonna make this guy spit def as hell. We want a good lefties number, so I think 360. Hold on, we're dividing by 16, right? So 368 would be what? 23? Even, right? 368 divided by 16 is 23, I think. So we'll go 236, and then max spit def, and then probably just the rest in defense. And we can even go. Well, since we're Mono Flash Cannon, we could just go. Calm. Calm, I think seems fair. So that is what, 5 Pokemon down, and then the Eevee's 2 on top, I guess. And then we need Landorus. Landorus is definitely our last Pokemon. And what Terra do we want here is the question. So looking at ground switch-ins, his only ground switch-ins are Serp and Thundurus. And then I'm weak to Ice with Kyurem. I think Steel actually makes a lot of sense here, because then he kind of has to pick between clicking an Ice move and a ground move with Kyurem, or Ice move and a fighting move maybe. Steel also resists Leaf Storm from Superior, and I could kill it with like a Sludge Wave or something. Yeah, I think Steel looks pretty good here. It also like resists, I guess, Psychic. And then again, he has to choose between clicking a Dark move or a ground move with Tinglu. Also makes me not weak to Aqua Jet anymore. So I think I'm gonna go with Steel. I think Steel makes a lot of sense. I think just Life Orb is fine, just to get the most out of it. I can go for speed up to Kyurem. I don't think I need to be max speed for Comfy because he just has priority anyway. So we're gonna go with Timid for now, with 319 to be faster than Kyurem. Special attack, rest in HP. So we need Earth Power. I think we need Sludge Wave for Serp. Terra Blast to hit the Kyurem if he tears into Ice or something, I think is fine. And then I still don't hit Thundurus, so it's either Rock Slide or U-Turn, I think, for my last. I don't think I need U-Turn. I think once Landorus is in, I want to attack stuff, so I think I'm going to go with Rock Slide. Now I am minus attack nature, so I'm going to go ahead and actually see how much I'm doing to Thundurus, and if it's not enough, then I'll take off the minus attack nature. Landorus versus Thundurus. So there's a chance it doesn't kill. Is he gonna have HP investment in Thundurus? No, I don't think he will. I think he has to make sure he's faster than Lottie. So I think what he'll do, well, Lottie's gonna go all the way down to Kirim though speed. So I think what he's gonna do is he's probably just gonna make sure he's faster than Landorus. I think that's what he's gonna do. So if he does that, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, 16, 17, 18, 19. So 19 times 4 is 76. So I think he'll have around this HP. So Rock Slide actually never kills. Let me see if I take off the minus attack nature. It's in my favorite to kill. So I do think I'm gonna go minus defense nature, because I think the attack could be important. And the question is, do I go minus Spadef or minus defense? I think it's for sure minus defense here. So let's do that. Let's go plus speed minus defense, which is hasty. I think that's a pretty solid team. Actually, it didn't take me too long to build this team. I know, again, it's just like a rough team. And then I'm gonna do like 1 or 2 mocks. But to be honest, if the mocks go well, then I might literally just rock with this. Oh, just rock with this team. But I forgot to do the EVs on this guy. So let's see. So it's a spin calm mindset with 2 attacks. I could go absolute max speed to make sure I outspeed Goldingo, but I really don't think that's necessary. I really think he's gonna be more on the Spadef side anyway, to check a lot of threats. So I think with the speed I want to hit with this guy is I want to outspeed Superior after a +1 rapid spin boost. So that would mean I have to go to 357. I have to be faster then. So, or you know what? I think I like this speed because I think I outspeed Superior creeping Lottie. Because it doesn't make any sense for him to not be faster, not to creep Lottie. It's only a little bit anyway. So at 236, I should hit 54. So I might actually even be able to go 1 slower. Let me see. Superior. Outspeeding Lottie. Oh no, he has to go to 352. So I have to be at 353 or 354 if I can hit it. So I might actually be at the correct one already. $354. Can I go to 353? No. So I'm right where I want to be. 120. So this is outspeeding Superior creeping Lottie Yas after a +1 rapid spin boost. I think I'm just gonna go max special attack on this guy, which means what? 4 of my Pokemon will be max invested in attack or special attack, and then these 2 guys will have none. Let me actually calc versus Goldingo again. If I am Flamethrower, I'm gonna make him max special attack, and he's gonna have a lot. Let's just go max. Wait, why does that do so much? Is that normal? Make it rain versus Terrapagus. That's with the Terra Shell too? Oh no, that's not with the Terra Shell. Okay. So he should be doing half the first hit, I'm pretty sure. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go max special attack on this guy with Modest. So if I bring in this guy in on, let's say I bring it in on Deoxys or even Tinglu, probably not Tinglu, probably Deoxys. What I'm gonna probably do is Calm Mind, expecting a switch into Goldingo to protect the spikes, and then from there I can just fire off attacks versus it, and then either he has to switch or Goldingo will die, and then I can spin later. So I think that's probably the game plan. So I'll go with max special Max special attack, rest in HP. Sounds good. Modest. And I think that's the team. I think it's a pretty solid team. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good basis, honestly. I'm pretty happy with this team. Again, lead Meowscarada, get up spikes or toxic spikes. Pecharon is there just to block the spin, and then basically everything else will do damage. And Empoleon is there just as a, again, Empoleon's not going to beat the Kyurem. There's no shot 1v1, especially he's Terra. But it's there just to kind of come in and then see what he wants to do, and then I can just roar or whatever. Let me import this team into the calc real quick, and then I'm going to look at Kyurem versus Empoleon. And then we'll go from there. Let's see. Empoleon versus Kyurem. Let's say he's choice specs. Yeah, so if he's specs, he won't one-shot me, but I'll know for sure that he's specs. And then I could switch accordingly, probably. Because if you look at the, if you look at the 6 I'm bringing, right, like, he's got to know my switch into Kyurem isn't Empoleon. Like, that's my only ice resist on this with these 6, so it might be pretty telegraphed, but I still think it's my best play. I could maybe go a resist berry, but it's hard versus Kyurem because he could either be earth power or focus blast. Probably earth power to make you know, it doesn't miss and hits Pecharon too and things like that. So I could go Shuka, but I think leftovers is just fine. Just give us everything else, you know. I don't think Ampharos is fine. Makes too much sense here. Biggest threats for him, like for me versus for his team, is definitely the Kyurem and also Thundurus. Thundurus can be a bit of a problem with just like volt switching around. I do have a ground type, but I can Terra that and then I lose my typing. Oh, that's bad. I forgot to change that to Steel. I do have a Mon faster, but Valiant won't one-shot Thundurus. There's no shot. So I might need Tropigus for Thundurus too. I don't know, but it's hard because if I switch in Tropigus on a Volt Switch, then I lose my ability, my multi-scale, and then he just goes into whatever he wants, probably Quackaball. So, but I think that's a pretty solid team. Again, it might change a little bit based off my mock, but before the battle starts, I will like let you guys know the changes, and then we'll see how we do in the battle. So thank you guys a ton for watching the team builder. I'll see you guys in the battle. Peace. Yo, what's going on, guys? And we are here for the battle. You see JCM already has sent the challenge, so let's go ahead and accept it and see what he's got. Now real quick, I do want to say I told you guys I was going to do a couple of mocks, and I mocked with Aster. He's also playing in the league, and the mocks actually went pretty well. The only change that I actually made to the pace from the team that I built in the video was simply just low kick over toxic spikes on Meowscarada. Everything else is exactly the same. EVs, items, moves, everything. So there were a couple close mocks, but I did end up winning a majority of them. Or actually, I think I won all 3 of them I did with Aster. So hopefully the game goes similar to how the mocks went. So he actually ended up bringing no Thundurus, which I think was the biggest threat, to be honest. He did bring Terra Ground Kyurem and Terra Ground Comfey, and he does actually bring Quackaball, which Aster did not bring to spin. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to still lead Meowscarada just to get up the spikes. Even though he does have a spinner, I think that's very important. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. As he actually leads Ting-Lu, and he doesn't have Golden Go, so I can just spin with Tropigus whenever I want. Now I can low kick first to get off a big hit on this guy so I can turn into a fighting type. Or I can just set as many spikes as possible. He doesn't have Thundurus either, so I'm debating what I want to do. I'm just going to spike. He might expect me to U-turn or whatever. I'm going to spike. Okay, so that's fine. He probably hazards himself. No, he heavy slams, actually. Interesting. So that did a lot of damage. Let me calc and see if he's got actually some investment or what. Let's see. Ting-Lu with heavy slam. Let's see. That did 58, so he is actually offensive, it looks like. Yeah, he can even be like adamant, honestly. How much is he doing to Pecharon with Earthquake? Let's see. Earthquake. He still doesn't do half. He might Earthquake here just because I'm ground type. Do I want to save this guy is the question. Sucker Punch could be useful. Let's see, what's the play here? No, I think I think the hazard is more important. So I'm gonna go for double spike, as he does just heavy slam. Okay, so this is fine. I can go to Peshron here and click toxic. He doesn't have a toxic immunity, so I'm gonna toxic something, and then also it confuses them because of the ability. And he does hit himself, unfortunately. So I think I'm fine just staying in here and chaining and see what he wants to do. He EQs, but again, that's not doing enough, so I can just recover spam here. He might be like Assault Vest or something with like investment. I'm not too sure. And he doesn't have a Moonblast resist either for Valiant, so that's very good. I'm hoping he's not like boot spam. He's probably checking to see how much investment I have on this guy. But yeah, the biggest question mark for me is the Deoxys set, I think. Because, you know, Deoxys speed can be like literally anything. And it just depends. But he doesn't really have a switch into Landorus either because this thing is chipped. I'm assuming he's Assault Vest. He's just gonna spam it, yeah. But that's my play, is just recover spam. I could chain predicting him to switch here because he probably will switch since he knows I could just spam recover. But if I chain and he stays in and then I just lose Peshron, that's horrible because then he could spin. So I have to be safe here, yeah, and recover. Alright, so here's the thing with this guy. I don't know exactly what he's gonna do here. I think my switch into Empoleon is pretty obvious. I could go into Terrapagus to be safe because it can take like anything, obviously. And I just don't know what he's gonna do here. He should Psychic. He really should Psychic. Because if I just Shadow Ball this thing, it'll do a lot, huh? Deoxys. He could be very bulky though, because Deoxys is so fast. It's crazy. Yeah, even if he's like max HP, Shadow Ball will do a lot of damage. But Psycho Boost just annihilates me, so I can't stay in here. I'm gonna go. How much are you doing to Terrapagus? Yeah, let's go Terrapagus. Let's see what he wants to do. Yeah, he plots. Yeah, good to know. I'm gonna Terra Starstorm, I think, just to hit him, and then Valiant should be able to revenge. Let's see what he's got. Let's see if he's Life Orb too. He just Psychics. Does 35. Okay, so he's not actually Life Orb. So the next Psychic will kill me. So maybe I should have Calm Minded there. Let's see. So let me check Psychic real quick. He's +2. We got +2. So I did about right. If I take off 60 to 70, so it's actually a roll. It's a roll. Unless he's modest, then it should kill me. I can't go Empoleon here because he's gonna have Thunderbolt. So Psychic into Thunderbolt will just knock me out. So I think my play is just to let Terrapagus go down. I think that's fine. If anything, I'll just Rapid Spin here in case he doesn't kill me. But he does. Alright. So we have to show our Scarf here, unfortunately, but he doesn't have a switch in, so it's okay. I'm fine with this. And we'll see what he does here. If he doesn't have anything that can one-shot me. So I think versus Superior though, I probably have to switch just because I can't afford to take a glare on this guy. I need the speed control. Yeah, he goes Serp. I can't afford to take a glare here, unfortunately. Let me see how much he's doing to Pesherant. Superior. If he's like specs, let's see. These orbs gonna hurt. 32 into like 60. It could literally kill me. I think I have to go Pesherant though. Yeah, he specs. Oy, okay. How much does +4 do to Landorus if I'm Terra? Oh, yeah, this could be bad. Alright, let's chain here. He unfortunately misses. And we're going to do a lot. We don't get the confusion, so it's all good there. But he's specs, so I know Valiant outspeeds. So what do I sack here? And he dies to spikes. That has to be specs, right? He did 33 to Pesherant at +0. Yeah, he's specs. Do I lose to Quackaball? Here's the thing, right? If he kills me and then I kill him with Valiant, whenever a Quackaball comes in and gets a boost versus Landorus or... Well... Yeah. Whenever he gets a speed boost versus... Well, no, he needs 2 speed boosts, actually. I think my play is just to chain. And Pesherant does live. But now he can go into Quackaball and click Aqua Step, which actually might be my demise here. So that actually might not have been the best. I might have to go hard Valiant and just take the hit. He's gonna go Quackaball here to get the Moxie plus Aqua Step boost. But he should not be able to one-shot Valiant here. Quackaball. He would have to be like Choice Banded Wave Crash, maybe? Choice Banded Wave Crash would one-shot Valiant. That's it, though. If he's that set, then I don't know. I can't just... Well... No. I can sack this. This is okay. I can sack this because, again, Valiant's faster. And if I attack him, it doesn't let him set up. Yeah, okay, here it comes. So, and he's going to take some Rocky Helmet damage. My play is just to chain here. He does Aqua Step. Let's see if he's pads. He's not pads. So I go Valiant all 100% of the time and just Moonblast. He sacks the Tinglu. Don't know Quackaball's item. Here comes Comfy. Okay, so my play is 1,000,000% to go Empoleon. If he calls that and doubles into Quackaball, I think then is when I go hard into Valiant. Right? I can't just... I just die to a CC if I stay in with Empoleon, I think. He wasn't Life Orb, though. And he wasn't Pads, and he wasn't Boots. What is his item? Expert Belt? Expert Belt, maybe. It's gotta be Expert Belt. Or maybe a Resist Berry? I'm not sure. Okay, so there's the Calm Mind. So I have to Roar, I think. I gotta see how much +1 Terra Blast does. If he's Terra Ground. Terra type, ground, +1, 252, modest, Terra Ground with Terra Blast. Wow, it does a lot. And that's not even a boosting item either. So if he goes to +2, I can just die, I think. Let me see, item. If he's like Expert Belt. The reason why I'm checking +2 is I could choose to just rocks here if I think he's gonna Calm Mind again, but then if I just die I lose. So I think I have to roar, unfortunately. And hope Kyurem comes in, I think is the play. Let's roar. I'm hoping he Terras here and wastes his Terra, because then Valiant will kill Kyurem too. Okay, he just Calm Minds again. Okay, Kyurem does come in and he's boots. Good to know. Let's see. So I don't think there's any point in rocks in here because it only hits Comfy and Quack. It doesn't hit this guy. So I think I'm gonna just Flash Cannon here. This actually reveals Dragon Dance. I have to roar here. I have to roar. So does +1 Terra Blast kill me? Well, if I roar, I'm still faster with Valiant though. Does Valiant kill him? Iron Valiant versus Kyurem. If he is Terra Ground. Terra Ground, Terra Ground. It doesn't. So I have to roar. I don't know if he kills me. It's my only play. I can't make another play, I don't think. So he would be, let's just say he's adamant. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna die to a Terra Blast, Terra Ground. Terra Round. Actually I don't. I don't, unless he's like Expert Belt. Expert Belt to roll, and that's okay. So he just DDs again. So I roar. In comes Comfy. I think my play is just to go Landorus here, no? Let's go Landorus. Okay, so I mean, I'm just gonna Sludge Wave here, I think. No, I'm gonna Earth Power. I think Earth Power is my best play. I think Earth Power is fine because he knows I might Terra. I could Sludge Wave, but I don't want him to Terra, and then I get screwed over. Right? I want Earth Power does good damage regardless, and I want to see if he Terras or not. I could also pivot back into Empoleon to roar. That's close. I don't know. I'm gonna Sludge Wave. No, I'm gonna Earth Power. Sorry, guys, I keep confusing, but I think if he's using this to try to win, I think he's gonna expect me to Terra Steel and kill him. So I think he's gonna probably Terra Ground here. So I'm gonna Earth Power. I don't think Sludge Waving or Terraing into Steel and then Terra Blasting him is the correct play. I can check how much it'll do, but I'm pretty sure Earth Power is the best play. So let's just check Comfy real quick. He's Terra Ground. He's +1. Yeah, I'm gonna Earth Power. I think that's the best play. I might have not have made the greatest play switching there, but like if I just roar spam, like he's gonna get into Quack eventually, and that's a little scary. And I don't want to roar spam and have Comfy last on either. I want to be able to kill it with this or yeah. So he does Terra. We do a lot to him, and he Terra Blast, and he's immune. Yeah. So I think that's the game here. I think I just Earth Power. Oh, maybe not. Oh, he's Life Orb. So yeah, we kill him, and then we should kill this. I'm just gonna Terra here. There's no point not to. He could Aqua. Was it Aqua Jet me? But I think we live. So let's Terra here, and we do live it, and then we should be able to kill him with Terra Blast. So we're gonna double down here, and we do take the first game, guys. 2-0 over JCMShadow. Very close game. That Comfy was very scary. It was the scariest thing in the mocks too. I think that play just determining like whether he would Terra or not. I think after I thought about it a little bit, it made sense just to Earth Power and not Terra, because he probably thought I was going to Terra and to steal. That's why he Terra Blasted. But the roars were very nice. It definitely helped that I roared Comfy and Kieran back and forth instead of getting Quack in. And then Valiant was just very clutch. He didn't bring a Moonblast resist because he didn't bring Golden Go. So really surprised no Thunders, but I'll take the win. Thank you guys a ton for watching. Next week we do play King L5, so that should be a good one, and I'll see you guys then. Peace.